Hey, hello, good afternoon, good afternoon, everybody, good afternoon. So I hope the audio video is clear. Join in. So let me quickly check if things are fine out here. Things are fine out here. I mean, what I meant is audio video is good. Yeah, good afternoon, good afternoon. All right, Prashant, Aman, Kishan, Vipul, Keval. All right. Okay, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Okay, give a quick understanding. Audio is good. All good. Keval is saying that all is good, which means audio is good, video is good, I guess. I guess both are fine. Working fine. Then we are good to start. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. So let's start with this. Another new series. We'll do a couple of things, maybe about a couple of lectures, couple in the sense, not exactly two. What I meant is maybe about a week or so we spend time on games and tournaments. So we will try and explore these concepts. Then you can build on those particular concepts. So there are about three or four different concepts, let's assume. So we will take one at a time and we will try and explore those concepts and we'll do a couple of set on each of those particular concepts. That's why we go about. And today we'll pick up the round robin concept and we will see how what are the variations out here, very more than variation, what are the concepts out here. Then we will work out with the variations at a later stage. Yeah. Hmm. All right. So here we go. All right. Good. So let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Belvi Srinivas. I've been working in this industry since 2007. That's about 14 years now. And in these 14 years, I did develop expertise to train students in the QA, DI, and LR areas. Yeah. And these are the various organizations I worked in various capacities in the past. That's a little bit about me. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, and this can be the Telegram channel through which you can kind of get in touch for the short counselings or a brief discussions. Yes, that's pretty much how we can interface. And quick announcements before we start. Unacademy offers two kinds of subscriptions, as you all might be quite aware by now. So one of them we call it as a plus, the other one is a iconic subscription. So the difference between it's a iconic is an extension of the plus subscription. In the plus subscription, you get all structured lectures. So along with all your structured courses. So structured course in the sense what I meant by the structure is you will find courses at level one, you will find the same course at level two, you find it at level three. In the sense different levels, you find these particular courses based on your needs. You can graduate from one level to the other level on the same topic. Somebody may be doing with the percentages, but on the percentage and its application, there would be level one courses, level two courses, level three courses. So all those kind of courses you find it based on your understanding, based on where you want to reach. You can take up those particular courses. I just take percentage was an example. That's what I mean by the structured courses. And then similarly you get the weekly tests. All of that comes much in a pretty structured manner. You can create your own test, you can play with your own test. See, for example, you finish your percentage, you can create your own test of 20 questions on the percentage at any level you want to create, at the level 1, level 2, level 3, how you want to play this particular game. It gives you that benefit, that kind of question bank. From there you can play it and you can understand. From there you can go for the doubt lectures, etc. Yeah, so in the iconic what happens, so in the iconic you get a lot of one-to-one interaction with the mentor as well. It could be in the place of planning, it could be in the place of test analysis, it can be in the place of mentoring, it could be doubts or doubt resolution or concept discussion, any of this, or it can be school selection. It gives you a lot of one-to-one interface. So if you ask me, if you're looking at CAT 21, so you must be looking for the iconic because next 5 or 6 months are pretty crucial. So it would make sense to go for iconic because you might want really good number of one-to-one interactions with your mentors. Yeah, and these are the iconic subscription fee. With you have any of the educator code, you get about 10% discount. Even including mine, you will get about 10% discount on the iconic subscription. Same thing goes with the plus subscription as well. This first scheme is more suitable for CAT 21 students, CAT 22, and if you are looking for CAT 23. So on all the subscriptions, you get about 10% discount. Yeah, and if you're a CAT 21, if you're appearing for CAT 21, quickly mind you that okay, whether you take a plus subscription or an iconic subscription, you will get the test. So I suggest you must write two full length text every week. If you're serious about CAT, that is the must for you. And along with that, yes, you can take sectional test, other moment tests, all of that. Ensure that tests form very integral part of this. And one of the tests you must write on Sunday. That's very, very important. No matter what, one test you should write on Sunday between 9 and 6 in the morning, 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. in the morning. It's a must. It's a must from now because you have to set your mind into the autopilot mode on Sunday. Sunday means a testing day. That should be pretty much in the autopilot mode. Very, very important for each one of us. It should not be any unusual activity. All right, yeah, good. All of you sit with a book and a pen. So we will get started with one of the round robin sets. So just to understand what is a round robin set, I will give you about 2 to 3 minutes. I will give you 2 to 3 minutes, say 3 minutes. So not necessary that you have to answer the questions. I want you to read this set and read the questions as well. Reflect on this particular set. Take 2 to 3 minutes and read it. You'll understand. Then I will come back and explain what I meant by the round robin. Yeah, take 3 minutes. Take 3 minutes. I'm not saying that in 3 minutes you should solve. I'm saying that in 3 minutes, read properly, understand what has been presented, and read the questions as well. Yeah, go ahead, do that activity quickly. All of you do this, read once or twice, whatever, doesn't matter. And you can keep your book and pen and jot down some data, some important things. You can put it down for your reference. Yeah, well, guys, all right. So let's understand this. Let me quickly explain. Listen to this because this is the first time we are doing something on the games and tournaments. Let's set up that platform today. Let's spend some time and set up this platform so that in the coming lectures we can go a little deeper, we can zoom in a little faster, all of which. Okay, firstly, what is the round robin? All right, let's understand this. We said that here is the concept of round robin. First, let's make that point clear. Then we will read what are the things given there in the premises. Round robin means whether you win or lose, right? You continue to play with every other team. That is called as a round robin. There may be double round robin, there may be single round robin, triple round robin. Generally, in the world, double round robin is more fashionable because one team will play at home, one team, again, that particular team will play away as well. For example, if you've been, let's take simple example there. Say IPL was an example. Let's say not that. In the last couple of years, it's been a bit disrupted because of the COVID, etc. Otherwise, technically, this is how it should happen. If there is a team Bangalore, team Mumbai, whatever the names, I don't know exactly, but I know that Some of these clubs are based out of Bangalore, some of them are based out of Mumbai, some of them are based out of Chennai, something like this, right? So like this, there are about 8 teams is what I kind of remember, something like this. IPL is an example, just I'm taking an example to illustrate what is round robin. Let's assume that, okay, so like this, there are let's take another team. Let's take Kolkata. I just took some 4 cities. There are many more. I just took these particular cities. Say, for example, so what happens? The Bangalore plays a match in Mumbai. The team Bangalore goes to Mumbai and they play a match out there. Then reciprocation, that's called as a home ground for Mumbai, right? Bangalore goes to Mumbai and they play a match. Why it's a double round robin? Then Mumbai also has to come to Bangalore and play one particular match. Therefore, between Bangalore and Mumbai, double round robin means there would be 2 matches. There would be 2 matches. One, the Bangalore goes to Mumbai and plays at their Mumbai's home ground. Then Mumbai would come back to Bangalore and plays at their home ground. Assume that if these are the only 4 teams, every team has to play against the other team, whether they win or lose, and they keep accumulating the points. So whatever the points that they get accumulated, there will be some knockout stage. Knockout means what? If you lose after a particular stage, you will not be entertained to play once again, right? So top 2 teams are selected, top 3 teams are selected, qualifiers, this, that. So that fixture, all that keeps going there. So let's understand what is round robin. Simply put, round robin means every team will play single round, one round, round robin, single. All right, so single. There can be double. Double is more fashionable in leagues. When you look at this, double is volt. So, for example, Manchester United will play a match in Arsenal. So Arsenal would come back and play a match in Manchester United, right? They have their own stadiums, Old Trafford, etc., etc. That's how they kind of play home ground. All right, these are one team visits the other team's home ground, the other team has to visit this particular team's home ground. That's how it kind of works, right? So double round robin is the more fashionable thing that you see in the world. But fair enough, sometimes in the exam, this is what we understand double round robin, because that's pretty fair. Because you play in their home ground, they come and play in your home ground, you will be more accustomed to your home ground conditions. Similarly, the opposition will be more accustomed to their home conditions. Therefore, who wins, who loses, it will become much fairer game there. It's okay. Let's say that, okay, in this question, it's a single round robin. What is the meaning of round robin? You win or lose, doesn't matter. Every team has to play against every other team. For example, if I take a look at this with these 4 teams, Bangalore, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai, these 4 teams, every team has to play one match against every other team. Simply means that at the end of the round robin stage, Bangalore would have played 3 matches. Say, what are the 3 matches? One against Mumbai, one against Chennai, one against Kolkata. Okay. Ask the same question to the Mumbai's coach. So how many matches Mumbai has played at the end of the round robin? He also said that we also played 3 matches. Which are those? One against Mumbai, one against Chennai, one against Kolkata. Same response is true for Chennai. Same response is true for Kolkata. Therefore, on the face of it, it looks like 12 matches have been played. All right? On the face of it, 3 matches, 3 matches, 3 matches, 3 matches. It looks like 12 matches. No, there is a double counting. Common sense, we all know. Because when Bangalore has played a match against Mumbai, Bangalore said that I played one match. Mumbai also said that I played one match. Technically, there is only one match which happened, but both of them counted, right? Therefore, there is a double counting, and hence the total matches in this particular round robin, total matches is nothing but 12 divided by 2. There will be only 6 matches. By now, you guys will be little comfortable with basics of permutation and combination. You say that, hey, if there are 4 teams, if every team has to play against every other team, we understand that there must be 4C2 matches. 4C2 is nothing but 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. When you do this, you get the value of 6. 4C2 is what you do. Either way, it is fine. Either way, it is fine. Now, coming to the second point. Let's assume that team Bangalore is the top ranked team, rank 1. There is a team which is at the rank 2 position. There is a team which is at the rank 3 position and rank 4 position. Let's say there is a team which is at the rank 1 position, rank 2 position, rank 3 position, and rank 4 position. What is the expectation? The team which is in the rank 1 position has to be technical. That's the expectation. If somebody is rank 1 in the world, what is our expectation? Our expectation is rank 1 team should actually beat rank 2 team, should also beat rank 3, should also beat rank 4, which means they are supposed to win 3 matches, 3 wins. They are supposed to win all 3 matches. We understood that there are 6 matches. What do I expect? Expectation could be widely different from the reality. I'm agreeing to that. Expectation is there. If there is somebody ranked as number 1, We accept the world champions. I expect that they would beat the other teams. They would beat the other teams. Did they beat or not? That we don't know, but that's the expectation. What about the rank? What about the rank 2? They would lose against team 1. They are supposed to lose against the rank 1 team, but they are supposed to win against rank 3 and rank 4, which means I expect them that they win 2 matches out of the 3 matches that they play. I expect that they win 2 matches there. Fair enough. Okay, what about the rank 3 team? What is my expectation? They lose against rank 2. They lose against rank 1, but they win against rank 4. Fair enough. I expect that they win 1 match. Okay, what about rank 4? They win all the matches. They lose all the matches. They lose here, they lose here, and they lose here. They lose all the matches. This is the expectation out of my 6 matches. These are 6 matches. 3 is won by the top match team. Two matches are won by the next rank. 1 match is won by the next one, and the 0. So this is the breakup of my 6 matches, which result in a victory. All right, which result in a victory, assuming that there are no draws. You may say that, sir, what if there is a draw? We'll come to that story later. We expect that there is a winning that takes place because rank 1 has to win against every other team. This is the bare minimum understanding before we start. What is that? The moment we say round robin, who wins, who loses doesn't matter. Irrespective of you win or you lose, you play against every other team once. That is called as a single round robin matches. If we are technically in the world, double 2 round robin is what is generally followed, but that doesn't matter to us. We'll go by what would be stated in the exam. We'll analyze from 1 round robin set. So when we see this, all I expect is, what if there are n teams, there will be n C2 matches. If there are n teams, there will be n C2 number of matches. This would be the number of matches that would be played, and this is what I expect. Team number 1, so rank number 1, will win n minus 1 matches because there are n teams there. Team number 2, team which is ranked as number 2, will win the n minus 2 matches. You may say that why n minus 1 matches? Because team 1 cannot win against itself. They can win against the remaining n minus 1 teams. Team 2 about n minus 2 matches, which means they lose against team 1 and they can't play against themselves. That is where that minus 2 is coming. So therefore you say that team 2 would win the remaining n minus 2 matches. Team 3 would win n minus 3 matches, and so on. Team N, you expect them to win 0 matches. Now this is the ideal scenario of understanding that is expected when we talk about the round robin. 2 things expected. 1, the number of matches in a single round robin is NC2, that is number 1. So coming to this is the expectation. This is the expectation. Reality can be widely different from this. This is the expectation. Okay, 2 things are clear about the round robin. Definition of round robin is clear. Number of matches in a single round robin is clear, and the expectation is clear. Clear about this? Any doubts here? Any doubts? Is this clear? Yeah. Okay. Abhi, when did I promise that I will complete the whole portion? I never promised that I will complete the whole portion. Right? We are doing only impactful portion. Right? Yeah, whole portion is different. We need a lot of time to do that. Right? Okay, good. Yeah, that's the basic. All right, that is the basic to start with. Fair enough. Now let's come back to the set. Let's put this to perspective because I need not have n teams. It's not NC2. I have some limited numbers out here. So let's understand. Keval had one doubt between this. So if you look at this particular story, in this particular story, he's saying that, okay, let me put that story there and let us come back to this. There are 16 teams. There are 16 teams divided into 2 groups, 2 pools. One is called as Pool A. So other one is called as Pool B. They called it Pool A and they called it as Pool B. Okay, in Pool A, there are about 8 teams. There would be some names. We are not bothered about it. I'm just putting by the rankings. Team 1 is the better team out there, let's assume. T3, T4, all like this. So these are the teams out here. Team 7, Team 8. And he said that in Pool B also, this is the same situation here. Team 3, all of this. Okay, so this is the situation. This is what he said. He divided it like this. And then every team will play against every other team, which means if I look at this, there will be 8 C2 matches. There would be 8 C2 matches in this one particular group. Similarly, there would be 8 C2 matches here as well. All at 8 C2 matches here as well. Both sides, there would be 8 C2 matches. So what is 8 C2 matches? 8 C2 is nothing but 8 into 7 divided by 2. That is nothing but 28 matches. What is this number? 28 matches. Therefore, I would say that, hey, there are 28 matches. So to start with, just to understand this particular concept, author also said every match in the World Cup is played until the winner of the match is decided. There are no draws. To start with, there are no draws. there are no draws. And the point is 1 point is awarded for a win and 0 point for a loss. And there is no draw situation here because we're doing a very basic set. First, let's understand this particular set. Then we can introduce lot many parameter. Draw we can bring in, bonus points we can bring in. Right? If you win by a huge goal margin, there will be bonus points. All of that, all of that will be there because different forms of the tournament will have different parameters. Sometimes there will be a bonus point, which means if the goal difference is minimum 2, then I will give a bonus point. Technically, already now sometimes it would be like this: if you win, you will get 3 points. If you make a draw, you get, both teams will get 1 point. If you lose, you get 0 points. And sometimes if you maintain a margin, already if you maintain a margin of 2 goals, which means let's say the team A played against team B. Team A has scored 3 goals and team B has scored 0 goals. Hey, what is the goal difference? The goal difference is 3. So therefore, I will give you a bonus point. What is the bonus point? You won, I will give you 3 plus 1. And for the loser, I will still give the 0. I don't give him any minus or something. I'll give a bonus point. There may not be penalty for the team which has lost, right? But because they maintained a good goal margin, so I will define that good goal margin can be 2 goals, or I'll say that goal difference can be 3. Tournament will decide it, and based on that they will give the bonus points as well. All that is what, just to create some confusion to us and make the set look appear a little cumbersome. But what are the parameters? What are the parameters all right, which they would like to evaluate after this? Let's come to this again. So as I told you, always any of the exam will be interested in the boundary condition. People say that maxima minima comes only in the Venn diagram. No, every study has the maxima minima. And these are the questions which will make a difference. Look at the first question. What is the least? Which means what? Minimum. All right, minimum number of points which a team can advance to the quarterfinal. These are the critical questions which will make the difference in the exam, right? So, but this minimum maximum will become very critical the moment you add a bonus point, right? You add differential pointing, all that. This becomes a little cumbersome. Fair enough, all right. But we can handle once we understand how to calculate minimum and maximum. Look at the second one. What is the maximum possible number of points that is required? Right. Look at the second one. What is the minimum required for a guaranteed position in the quarterfinal? So this is the nature of questions. Okay. You may have asked. So will there be any static questions? That is also there. That everybody will do. You will do. I will do. Everybody will do. Where people fumble, they fumble when it comes to maximum minima, especially when they make it as a theta question. Type in the answer. You type in the answer. I will not give the answer option support. You put that number there and you figure out the answer. See, my point is every study in logic generally has an upper limit and a lower limit. And that is what most of the exams would be interested in. I'm not saying that all the 5 sets will have the upper limit and lower limit. No, there will be sufficient number of sets within which there will be some questions on upper limit and lower limit. That decides who should be above 95 percentile, who should be below 95 percentile, because that decides the capacity of understanding of the individual, because everybody cannot think about the boundary conditions unless they are trained little bit to think about the boundary conditions, which are very important. Hey, why these extreme parameters are required? All your case studies in the B schools you need to think about the boundary conditions. Skewness is there. Probability is an important study. Statistics is an important subject, right? That's what you see. Correlations, the regressions. This is what you kind of study there. So if you can't think of the boundary conditions, then you will not be able to understand what are the outliers. You will not be able to do the data analytics properly. That's why they say that, hey, are these people having that mindset of understanding this or not, right? That's what they kind of check in their entrance exam itself, because ABC have to make their decisions, right? If I am ABC, it's not that just TAPME has to make a decision or Goa Institute of Management has to make a decision based on your CAT score. No, IIMs have to make the first decision, and then others, it's their wish. You want to take that score, you take it. You don't want to take the CAT score, you don't take it. We are not conducting the test for others. They're very clear. We are conducting the test to screen the students who suit our B school. That's very clear for them. So maxima minima is integral part of every single study. Fair enough. Let's come back to this. Keval, you had a doubt here. Rest of the parameters are pretty simple. What happens? The top 4 teams. Okay, this top 4. Top 4 teams in each pool advance to the quarterfinals. All of you understand that quarterfinals, then semifinals and finals. So that should not be a big deal to understand that data point. Okay, then Keval was asking a point here. What if all it? Because sometimes when you are trying to rank them 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them, some of you may end up getting the same number of points at the end of the end of the round robin. It is quite likely that possible that there might be equal number of points there, right? There might be equal number of points. Okay, when that happens, how do I resolve that conflict? He said that in this tournament, they have taken a decision to resolve it like this. If 2 or more teams end up will end up with the same number of points at the end of the pool stage. The team with better goal difference is placed in the alert placed higher in that particular pool. For example, let's say this team 1, there will be goals for and goals against. Difference between goals for and goals against becomes the goal difference. In the sense, at the end of the tournament, how many matches team 1 has played? 7 matches. How many matches team 2 has played? 7 matches. How many matches team 3 has played? 7 matches. Let's assume that the points for team 1 and team 2 are equal. Let's assume that team 1 and team 2 point wise it became equal. Right? The team 1 and team 2 has become equal. Now, how do I understand which team should be ranked above, which team should be ranked 1, and which particular team should be ranking 2? All right, that's a point there. So therefore, how do we understand this? Say, for example, in all the 7 matches it has played, they scored 18 goals. Let's assume they scored 18 goals. What is the goals against? All right, now they conceded 8 goals. Let's assume they conceded. Opposition also would have scored some goals against them. They conceded 8 goals. Therefore, what is the goal difference? The goal difference here is nothing but the goal difference is 10. Okay, whereas the team 2, what happened on the team 2 is points may look similar. What happened on the teams 2 is, hey, they scored 21 goals. They scored 21 goals, but they conceded 14 goals. They conceded 14 goals. So therefore, what is the goal difference? Goal difference is 7. I look at this goal difference, then I will decide that, hey, because the goal difference is higher for this team 1, I will rank them as number 1 in the chart. It's not because they came as number 1. Why that particular team is number 1? The points for team 1 and team 2 can match, but the goal difference for team 1 stood higher than team 2. Therefore, I will put them in the first position. Hey, what if the goal difference also matches? That's another question, because sometimes it may be possible in the worst case scenario that the goal difference is also matched. That is what he's writing here. In case of the goal difference being same, if the goal difference is also same, then it is decided by the toss of the coin. They will call both the captains. They will say that, okay, you choose heads, tails, whatever it is. I will toss the coin. Whoever wins it, I will put him first, because that's a criteria they have taken. You may say that, no, sir, I will take another very well logical criteria. Fair enough. All that is possible. It's a set which is given. They said that these are the 2 criteria. If the first criteria also does not match, then I will go for this, because this criteria will not match for sure. Somebody will say heads, somebody will say tails. One of them will match. Therefore, I will comfortably position them better than the other team. That is all it is. Is this clear? Keval, why goals for goals against is not given? So my question is nothing to do with that. Where are the team names here? Is there Australia, India, South Africa? Look at the questions and then make a decision. You don't have to overread into it. Look at the questions and make a decision where it is written that which team. Is there a name of any particular team? Look at the questions I asked you. That's why I gave 3-4 minutes and asked you to read the questions. Your question is nothing to do with the goal score lines. This set is not about who scored how many goals, and I will tell you the 16 team names. Where is it? Who is asking about all that? Right? Yeah, we are discussing the basics of maxima minima, because this is where we falter. All right, this is where the understanding is required there. Right? Yeah. So now you are trying to say that as if there are some names here and the goals are scored. That's altogether a different study. That is different. When the goals are given, that study becomes different. So we are just trying to understand the basics of what the problem is in the round robin. Right? Round robin has, these are 3 typical questions which come in the round robin. We are trying to get the concept behind these 3 questions. That is what the question is. Okay. So now my third point is, listen to me. How many teams qualify? The top 4 teams qualify. Listen to this very carefully. Right? Listen to this very carefully. Yeah, this, which means the cutoff number is this. Always there will be 2 questions around the cutoff. This is the cutoff number. That's an expectation. If I don't expect this, then we are not sure about the concept. This is the cutoff number. Okay, what do you mean by cutoff number? These 4 teams will qualify to a quarterfinal. Same is the case with B. Whatever I'm doing here, you may say that, sir, from here also 4 teams will qualify to the quarterfinal. Perfect. Absolutely. All right, no problem there. Okay, so these teams qualify there. Always there will be 2 questions, boundary conditions here. What they will ask here? They will ask the minimum. What is the minimum number of wins with which a team can qualify? That can be one question. Second question on the same set. So let's say, all right, now let me ask on this. What can be the maximum number of wins still somebody could not qualify? Now this is called as a group of death. This is called as a group of death. Right, suicidal group. Why? Because there are a lot of, all right, now this is this is called as a group of death in the sports language. In sports language, this is called as a group of death for a simple reason that there are a lot of strong teams there. Let's understand this. Listen to me very carefully. Listen to me. Okay, let me analyze this and let me put it to the perspective. Once you understand how to calculate maximum but disqualified, they got the maximum but they disqualified. Why team number 5 are always disqualified? Because only the top 4 teams qualify to the quarterfinal. This team 5 anyway disqualifies here, right? Okay. So what about this maximum? All right, now what about the minimum here? Minimum required to qualify. Now listen to this. Once we get this, my concepts are done. More or less, my concepts are done. Expectation. Let me simply write the expectation. Number of matches are 28. We already got this. So here also there are 28 matches. We kind of understood. Okay, what is this minimum? Minimum to qualify. This is minimum required to qualify, maximum required to disqualify. Out of what? 28 matches. Every match has 1 point. Therefore, there are 28 points in the offering. 28 points in the offering. Okay, now understand this. So this goes by the equal distribution technique. This goes by the equal distribution technique. What I meant by the equal distribution technique? Equal distribution is this. Assume that India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh are playing a triangular series. Triangular round robin series. It can happen. The triangular round robin series means what? There will be 3C2 matches, which means 3 matches in the tournament. What are the 3 matches? India plays against Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka plays against Bangladesh. Bangladesh plays against India. That's it. Did everybody play 2 matches? Yes. India played 2 matches. These are the 2 matches of India. These are the 2 matches of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka also played 2 matches. The remaining are the 2 matches of Bangladesh. Everybody played 2 matches there. Absolutely. One possibility. India can win both the matches. Alright, India won. So here also India won. India can win the both matches. What about between these two? Assume that Sri Lanka won 1 match. Therefore, Bangladesh won 0 match. That is one possibility. The other possibility is what? Equal distribution is what? Out of 3 matches, India won 1 match. Sri Lanka also won 1 match. Bangladesh also 1 match. Assume that the first match is won by India. Match 1. This is won by India. Second match. Match number 2 is won by Sri Lanka. Third match is won by Bangladesh. Possible. That is also possible. Now, this is the equal distribution I'm talking about. We use this technique to resolve the maxima and the minima. Okay. Same 3 matches. Same 3 matches. I showed one distribution might appear like this. The other distribution might appear like this. So, whenever we want the maxima or minima, we use the equal distribution on the limited sample size, not on the full sample size. On the limited sample size, I will try and explain this in multiple ways. Try and understand whichever the way that you can understand. Whichever the way that you can understand. Let me come to this minimum. Let me come to the minimum side and explain this. Okay, ideally what is expected? Let me write the ideal so that you will have that figure in your mind. Ideally, I expect 7 wins for this fellow, 6 wins, 5 wins, 4 wins, 3 wins, 2 wins, 1 win, and 0 win. This is the ideal scenario. This is what ideally I expect. Team 1 will beat all the 7 teams below that. Team 2 would beat all the teams below that. Team 3 would beat all the 4 teams below that, right? Team 3 would beat 5 teams below that. Likewise, that's ideally expected. But reality might appear different as well. Okay, let's come to the reality. What I meant here from this ideal. I said that, hey, what is the minimum for the team 4? I'm doing the first portion. What is the minimum for team 4 to qualify into the next stage? I will say that, look, team 4, you are as good as team 8. What is that I'm equating? I'm saying that team 4 capacity is as good as team 5 capacity, which is as good as team 6 capacity, which is as good as team 7 and team 8. All their capacities are equal, which means winning capacities are equal. What differs? What differs is their goal scoring capacity is different. Somebody scores more goals in the team, somebody scores less goals. That's it. Or the goal scoring capacity, in the sense goal difference is not constant, but what is constant is winning rate is constant. Number of matches they win is constant. Fair enough. Let me put it something like this. Now listen, I will explain this in 2 ways. Then I will tell you the quick math below this. Then we will wrap it up. Firstly, all right, now let me show you that picture. Probably you may have to hold that picture. Firstly, first decision is make these fellows equal. Make these 5 fellows equal. Prove that team 4 is as good as team 8. Only thing is team 4's goal difference is better. That is the concept. Team 4's goal difference is better. That's it. Only because of this team 4 qualified, other teams did not qualify. Okay, so how do I do that? So what you do here, all right, now, so because I want minima here, which means this equal should be made minimum. This is minimum. If that has to be minimum, then this has to be maximum. This has to be maximum. Why? Because if I want team 4 to be minimum, then this, whatever you want to make it equal, the entire range should be made minimum. That's another decision there. So which implies that team 1, team 2, team 3, you make it maximum. Why maximum? Because sum is constant. 28 points is the constant. Out of 28 matches, if I want a minima here, you better give a maximum on the top. Give maximum means what? Team 1, give those points there. So team 1, you give all the points, let him win all 7 matches, because that's the maximum capacity of team 1. Hey, what is the maximum capacity of team 2? That fellow can win 6 matches. What is the maximum capacity of team 3? That fellow can win 5 matches. Okay, just if you want to understand that, sir, how did this happen? Put it something like this. Call team 1. Ask him that, hey, you play and you go take rest. I will call you later. Team 1 played against team 2, won. Team 3, they won. Team 4, they won. Team 5, they won. Team 6, they won. Team 7 and Team 8. He played all matches back to back. He played, beaten everybody black and blue, and that fellow left. Beaten everybody black and blue. He said that I will go rest. When the quarterfinal comes, I will come back. Fair enough. Then I asked team 2, I requested team 2, you also come play. Team 2 has been already beaten by team 1. He beats team 3, team 4, team 5, team 6, team 7, team 8. Then I will say that you go and rest. I will call you later. This will also left. Then comes team 3. I will say that now it's your turn. So team 3 says that I already lost a match to team 1. I already lost a match to team 2. Fair enough. Now he beats everybody else 5 matches, and then he also goes and plays the rest. Now I will say that, hey guys, now it's your turn to play among yourself. You 5 fellows play among yourself. 5 fellows play among yourself means how many matches are there between them? 5C2. 10 matches are there. Because these 5 fellows, because what about the remaining 3? They played their full quota and they have already left, right? They've already left after playing their full quota. I said that you guys stay back, take sufficient rest, because you've been already beaten black and blue by others. You take sufficient rest and you play among yourself. Firstly, how many matches are left among ourselves? 5C2 matches are left among ourselves. That is 10 matches are left. Other way of calculation, 7 victories are done, 6 victories are done, 5 victories are done. Add them. That will become 18 matches. Out of 28 matches, 18 matches are over. Therefore, 10 more matches are left. It is quite possible, just like I showed here, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, how everybody can win equally. Similarly, some match somebody is winning, some match the other fellow is winning. It is quite likely that 2 matches are won by team 4, 2 matches are won by team 5, 2 matches are won by team 6, 2 matches by this, 2 matches by this. What I did, I took these 10 matches, I took these 10 matches, distributed among the bottom 5 teams. Thereby, I got 2 matches per team. I simply got 2 matches per team. I say that somebody with 2 victories can qualify. That is the worst case scenario that can happen. Worst case, somebody just managed to win 2 matches out of 7 matches, and quite possible that they might have gotten into the quarterfinals. This is a sports management. I'm only telling the numbers. Minima can be that, which means somebody can expect just by winning 2 matches, possible that they might enter into the quarterfinals. Just that team 4 had the better goal difference when compared with the others. Did you understand this minimum? One extreme condition. Did you understand, everybody? Did you get this math? Did you get this math? This is the concept. What I'm teaching is the concept. This is the concept. Rest is playing with that particular concept. You will find a lot of sets through which you can play using this particular concept. Yeah. Concept of minima is clear, right? That's the concept. Yeah. All right. Okay, what about maximum? All right, what about maximum? Again, we go by the equal distribution. Let me just do that on the group B side. On the group B side, let's do that maxima side. On the maxima, we'll do on the group side. In the sense, now what I will equate? I will equate all these fellows. I will say that, hey, all you 5 fellows have the equal capacity. All top 5 fellows have the equal capacity. That is what I will prove. You guys have the equal capacity. In the sense, now I'm trying to say that, look man, team 1, the capacity of team 1, winning rate of team 1 is as good as winning rate of team 2. It is as good as winning rate of team 3, as good as winning rate of team 4 and team 5. You all 5 fellows have the same capacity, but when compared with 5, the other 4 fellows have the better goal difference. They had the better goal difference. Therefore, team 5 got disqualified, because only top 4 teams can qualify, which implies what? Team 5 has to get disqualified. Why team 5 is getting disqualified? For a simple reason that the other team 4, the first top 4 teams had the better goal difference, or they won the toss, followed by the toss, whichever is the criteria, either by the better goal difference or they were lucky enough to win that particular toss. But the point wise, they were all equal, right? Fair enough. So point wise, they were all equal. So I will put this here. I will put this here, then I will tell them this, I will listen to this. All right, now one way to understand this, I want the maximum here. A maximum here, I will say that, hey guys, there's a group of death. Top five fellows are really, really brutal and fierce. Right? You three guys play among yourself. You request team 6, team 7, team 8 to come. You tell them that you play among yourself. So feel happy about it, whatever happens. Then comes all right now these five top teams, and they're really, really all right fearsome. So let's understand how many teams, how many matches they can play. Therefore, 3C2 among themselves three. What I'm trying to say is call them into the tournament little before. You tell them that. So because of COVID restrictions, we are calling teams one by one. You three fellows come and play among yourself. 3C2, three matches are played. It is possible that team 6 has won both the matches. Team 7 has won one match. Team 8 has won 0 matches. You may disagree. You may say that no, sir, all of them have won one matches. Whichever way doesn't matter to me. Three matches are over. How many matches are left now? 25 matches are left. Now these 25 matches I am distributing among the top 5 teams equally. Therefore 5 matches per team. So which implies team 1 can win 5 matches. Team 2 can win 5 matches. Team 3 can also win 5 matches. Team 4 can also win 5 matches. Possible that Team 5 can also win 5 matches. See, how did this has happened? Something like this. How this has happened? Team 1, first of all, comes and beats Team 6, Team 7 and Team 8. 3 matches. The bleeds black and blue. Team 2, I will allow them to play against Team 6, Team 7 and Team 8. Fair enough. That fellow also has won 3 matches. Team 3 comes and beats all these 3 fellows, right? So therefore that fellow also won 3 matches. Team 4 also beats Team 6, Team 7, Team 8. Likewise. So this is 3 matches. This is 3 matches. Okay. They have beaten Team 6, Team 7, Team 8. Black and blue they have beaten. Okay. And the top 5 teams among themselves, they will have 5C2 matches. That is 10 matches they will have. So which means when Team 1 plays against 2, 3, 4 and 5, so he will win 2 of them and lose 2 of them. He would win 2 of them and lose 2 of them. Same thing might happen Team 2 also, because he has to play 4 matches, one against Team 1, one against Team 3, Team 4 and Team 5, out of which he wins 2 and he loses 2. That can be possible. That is how they kind of won that particular proposition. So simply put, you may say that, okay, everybody ultimately has won 5 matches. They all have won 5 matches. Okay, out of 5, all right, now everybody has won 5 matches, but some of them maintained a better goal difference. Some of them could not hold on to better goal difference. So therefore, Team 5, because of not having the better goal difference, or it could have been all of them maintained the same goal difference. Possibly it can be the toss which came into the picture. We don't know what came into the picture. Team 5 could not qualify despite winning 5 matches. See, that is the contrast. One side, it is possible that with 2 wins somebody can qualify. On the other hand, it could be possible that with 5 wins somebody need not qualify. Why? The breaking number is 4. Top 4 teams will qualify. So what we are trying to say, with 2 wins somebody may qualify, with 5 wins somebody may not qualify. Now these extremes has to be clear when we are talking about the round robin. They can complicate it enough by saying that there is a bonus point, there is this, there is a draw, all that can be done. But the point here is what? So always the breaking number in the round robin comes at the qualifying stage. They may say that the top 3 teams qualify, top 4 qualify, top 5 qualify, whatever it is. Always you can expect 2 questions coming around that corner: minima and qualify, maxima and disqualify. So I need to develop this mindset. I need to be able to understand and develop this mindset. What can be the minima yet people can qualify? What can be the maxima yet somebody can disqualify? This 2 boundary conditions, if I work, rest every other question falls in place. How do I approach this? What is the concept? The concept is nothing but the equal distribution. Concept of equal distribution is what we do. Now let me quickly wrap it up. Listen to me very carefully. Let me quickly wrap it up. So how do I get this maximum minimum? Once again, from the numerical perspective, whatever be the points, doesn't matter. We will go deeper in the forthcoming classes. We'll simply go deeper and deeper and deeper. Let me put the numbers to perspective. All you got to do is first look out the number of points available in the system. First look at the number of points available in the system. Go here, 28 matches, 1 point per match, therefore 28 points. There are 28 points available in this particular system. Out of 28 points, now I am asking for the minimum for team number 4. If I want the minimum for team number 4, prove, ensure that all these fellows are equal as possible. What if you are not able to make equal in some math? It's okay, make it as equal as possible. Make them as equal as possible. If you want this to be minima, first you focus on the alternative part. Don't focus on the minimum part to start with. That's a point there. Immediate point is what? We know that this has to be made equal. First step is ensure what should be equal, because the concept is via equal distribution. That's a first, that's a concept. Concept word is what? This has to be ensured. The minima or maxima is ensured via equal distribution concept. Okay, if I want to do equal distribution concept, which teams I should make equal? That is the first question you ask yourself, because you know the concept now. Concept is what? Equal distribution is the concept. That's a keyword. Using that keyword, then what should be made equal? Identify. If you want the minimum for team number 4, make the bottom 5 equal. Try to prove that team 4 is as good as team 8, which means all these teams are as good as team 4. Okay, that's the concept. Then immediately shift your attention to the top portion. Make the alternative side maximum. What do you mean by make the alternative side maximum? Go for your ideal scenario. What is the ideal scenario? They can win 7 matches, they can win 6 matches, they can win 5 matches. Give their best. Give the best for the top 3 teams. Give their best. Okay, so when I give their best, out of 28 points, 7 plus 6 plus 5, I removed 18 points. I removed 18 points, and hence I'm left with 10 points. Okay, take these 10 points, simply divide among the bottom 5 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a math. All you got to do is a math. I kind of explain, try to explain this. Kind of a math is what is involved below this. 10, but for 10 points among 5 teams, therefore 2 points per team. All right, 2 points per team. Just simply give those 2 points. That's how the kind of math work under this. Well, this is how the kind of math works. Hey, what if equal is not possible? Make it as equal as possible. If equal is not possible, use the word as. Make it as equal as possible. For example, already assume that there are 4 kids A, B, C, D. All right, there are 4 kids A, B, C, D. I said that, hey, 9 toffees have to be distributed among 4 kids as equally as possible. Fair enough. Give one round first, 1, 1, 1, 1. Give second round of 1, 1, 1, and you are left with 1 toffee. Give it to anybody. It doesn't matter. Is this as equal as possible? Yes. Right. So that is what we do in the logic. If equal is not possible, we use in the logic as equal as possible. This is what you do in the cubes cutting also. Right. There are many concepts, many places where you use the concept of equal distribution. If equal is not possible, you will make it as equal as possible. We will see that as we go along in the future lectures. We will see them. Equal may not be possible. Therefore, how do we make it as equal as possible? Bonus points will come in the picture. The draws will come in the picture. Therefore, how do we work with that? We will try and see as we walk into the future. Okay, that's one side of the story. Now look at the second side. Second side is what? Hey, what is the maximum? Yet team 5 disqualifies. What is the maximum they win? Because the cutoff number is team 4. Maximum, yet they disqualify. Then you got to understand that, hey, I got to make these fellows equal. I got to make these fellows as equal as possible. Then immediately shift your attention to this. Shift your attention to the lower one. Hey, what is the ideal scenario for the lower one? 2 matches. Team 6 can, because from here you can start 0. Team 8, I expect him to win 0 matches. I expect him to win 1 match. I expect him to win 2 matches. 0, 1, 2. Just like you wrote on the top 3 numbers, you write the bottom 3 numbers this time. Fair enough. Out of 28 matches, 3 matches are gone. Okay, therefore, how many are left now? 25. These 25 matches has to be equally distributed among the top 5 teams. There are 5 teams on the top. Therefore, top 5 teams. It would become 5 matches per team or 5 points per team, because number of points per match is 1 here. If it is 2, it would have doubled it. You would have doubled it. So therefore, you would say that simply it is going to be 5. So that is what the maxima and minima concept is coming. Did you get these boundary conditions, everybody? Math behind the boundary condition is clear. This is the concept of round robin. This is the core concept of round robin. If you understood maxima minima, concept is in place. Of course, you got to work with that concept. Give a quick confirmation. Concept is clear. Where that maxima minima comes. Where that maxima minima comes. Right? That maxima minima, that breaking point, that has to be clear there. That has to be clear. Right? Yeah, that's there. All right. Now that's the maxima minima. Once you have the maxima minima in control, basics are in control. Now we may have to play with the data. We may have to play with the data. It's a very simple illustration what I gave, because idea of the first lecture is getting the hang of where is that maxima minima, where is it, and then comes all kind of problems, right? All kinds of problems they can create, but that doesn't hamper, because we kind of know the word equal distribution, and how to use that word equal distribution is clear to us. So therefore, we'll struggle a little bit here and there to balance some points, but it is not that we are out of the concept. We don't know what to do on that. Fair enough. Therefore, the first question is very clear. What is the least number of points with which a team can advance? It is 2. Well, for the first question, it is 2. For the second question, what is the maximum possible number of points that can be scored by a team that is eliminated at the team pool stage itself? The answer here is 5. That's the maximum. Maxima but got eliminated. All right, that becomes 5. Okay, question number 3. You answer, guys. You answer question number 3. Why don't you answer question number 3? You answer question number 3. Minimum guaranteed quarter-final qualification. Minimum but guaranteed, no doubt, guaranteed quarter-final qualification. Definite. Guaranteed quarter-final qualification. Mukesh, I'll be starting the batch on 20th. Mukesh, you are preparing for 22 or 21? CAT 22 or CAT 21? See, despite doing this, again, you guys are getting the answer wrong, right? Answer wrong. Answer wrong. Guaranteed, right? Guaranteed quarter-final qualification. See here, with 5, somebody is repenting. With 5, somebody is repenting that he is not able to make it. All right, now here, the 5. All right, with this 5, I'm circling it. With 5, somebody is repenting. All right, he's saying that, man, I should have done one better there. With 5, I'm not able to qualify. Right, with 5, I'm not able to qualify means what? 6, they would have already worry less. 6 would have been worry less, guaranteed. Call it 6 matches could have been guaranteed. With 5, there is no guarantee. 5, there is no guarantee. With 6, there is a guarantee. Now look at this. Look at this side, man. Don't make a decision by looking at this side. Don't look this side. Wrong side to look. Look at this side. Group of death. Look at the group of death. There is a fellow who is repenting. Who already know who is already know who already know who is saying that with 5 I could not make it. If with 5 I could not make it, then beginning of the tournament, how many you should target? You should target 6 matches. Then you are cool. With 6, nobody can say you that you will not qualify to the quarterfinals. With 5, you are not guaranteed, because if it's a group of death, with 5 already now you can be written off. All right, quarterfinals, you may not enter. Understood this? Understood the third question. Which side to look? You should be clear. You should be clear which side of the spectrum you should look. Because after having the data in front, no point looking at the wrong side of the data. No point looking at the wrong side of the data. You got to look at the right side of the data. Right? This is how the people would be caught short in the games and tournaments, because where they make a mistake is the maximum minimum. Okay, what are mundane questions on this? What are the mundane questions? Mundane questions are something like this. Let now say I will add a question. Hey, how many matches are there in the tournament? Find the number of matches. These are mundane questions, right? So that's no brainer. Mundane, which means what? Hygiene factors. I do, you do, everybody do. Where we make a mistake, maximum minimum will make a mistake. For example, after giving all the briefing, question number 3, we committed a mistake there. Fair enough. In the class, let's commit a mistake, but let's learn and ensure that after that we don't make a mistake. That's important there. Okay, yeah. So mundane questions are what? Tell me the number of matches. Hey, everybody does this. Everybody does this. Is a hygiene factor. You do it, I do it. Will it give me any competitive advantage? No. All questions does not give us a competitive advantage. Let's be very clear. That extra question, what others are not doing, I do, or very few do, that gives the competitive advantage. Other things won't give any competitive advantage, right? Okay, so coming to this, what is the total number of matches? Pool A. All right, in Pool A, there are 8 C2 matches. Pool B, there would be 8 C2 matches, right? Pool B also round robin, they will play 8 C2 matches, right? And then you will say that a quarterfinals, 4 matches, because 4 plus 4, 8 teams will qualify. Therefore, there will be 4 matches. Semi-final, 2 matches. Finals, 1 match, right? That is the mundane question, right? This is just a question on which everybody would answer, right? Okay, what is 8 C2? right? 8C2 is nothing. We already counted this. This is 28. This is another 28, which is 56 plus 460, 62 plus 163. These are mundane kind of questions. No brainer there. Everybody would answer these kind of questions. Making sense here? I'm not discussing them. I'm not discussing them because I'm hoping that with all PNC count of counting, if this counting I cannot do, I will really pity the students, right? Because in PNC we kind of count the things, or which all it also mind blowing what kind of questions will be asked, and such questions after counting, how long it will take to count some 8C2, 8C2, 4 quarterfinal, 2 semi-final, and 1 final. These are ordinary questions which everybody will count. You count, I count, everybody who's doing that paper. If they know something about the tournament, they count. What they don't understand is the equal distribution concept. They fail to understand the bit of equal distribution concept, and hence they start committing the mistakes there where they kind of lose in the competitive advantage. Okay, guys, made sense? Clear to you? Clear to you? The concepts are clear. Number of matches in a pool stage is NC2. NC2, and this is the ideal distribution. This is the ideal. Ideal is n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, and 0. That's what we discussed about. Then we look at that breaking point, whatever is the team 4, team 5 in this particular set. So then we calculate minima for this, and we should be clear about the maxima. Minimum to qualify. It will happen in two different pools, of course. Minimum to qualify, maximum to disqualify. Maximum, yet they get disqualified. Maximum, and yet they get disqualified. So if I'm, what is the concept behind this? The equal distribution, right? Equal distributions. If we have got this, then the concept for today is kind of done, which means, yeah, this is majorly what I wanted to tell. This set the platform for us to work further. Now, tomorrow's lecture, tomorrow we'll kind of try and work further from here. This is the concept for the day. Are you all feeling confident? You understood something today's lecture? Feeling confident you understood this in case you were not aware of this before? Or even if you are vaguely aware of this, is this clearly understood? This is clear. Okay, good. All right, fine. Tonight, so we will go ahead. I'm done with this. I'm done with this fairly. I communicated what I wanted to communicate. The maxima minima. See, a lot of people think that maxima minima comes only in Venn diagram. No, maxima minima is a part of every single study under logic. Every single study, and you will have sufficient number of questions with at least at most maxima minima kind of words, because this is the need of the hour for the people to think in case studies in these schools. That's the need of the thing. So nobody will ask you static questions out there, right? The boundary conditions, your whole of your statistics probability is about maxima minima in a B school, and that is what people have to be good at. People have to be good at, because that is something which professors cannot teach you there. They say that you know this, then I will teach you further from there. After that, we will try and see what we will do, right? That's what the professors will be interested in. Fair enough. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, let's understand what are the things to come up in the next 1 or 2 days. Yeah. Tonight 10 p.m. we will do a little bit of Wilson's theorem, and a little bit of what the remainders will kind of cap up the remainders, whatever that kind of study. And yes, algebra, I'm doing it, a part of the algebra, I'm doing it on the special classes, which are free. So yesterday we did something, and tomorrow again, the Wednesday, we will do it for about 2 hours with about 15 minutes coffee break in between. We will take that 15 minutes coffee break between 6 and 8, and we will close that particular study. If somebody has not registered on the app, then use this code. You can use one of the referral codes and you can register on this particular app. Right. So if you have liked the content what we discussed, and if it was clear to you, you can press the like button before you leave, and share the link with others as well. Share it with others. Let them also see and watch and participate with us. Yeah. Okay. Yes, there are certain new batches that are going to be launched, and some of the very good educators are launching these particular batches as a group. So they are getting launched on 15th. So one for CAT 21, one for CAT 22. I will also be launching a batch on 20th of September, but I'll be doing it in individual capacity. Yes, in addition to that, so there is a mega combat. If you have not attempted 1 hour sample test, 1 hour CAT replica test, but it's just an hour test with about 30 questions. Take this particular test on this Sunday, 19th September at 12 in the noon, just about an hour. And unlike 200 participants who is to get in the past, this time the 300, 500 participants will be getting the offers. Some offers maybe 50, 100% scholarship, 50% scholarship, 75%, whatever. These are the kind of scholarships. Yeah, and you can enroll for this particular test, and you can use the educator code to enroll for it. Yes, that's pretty much about this. Now ask me what are the questions that you have. If I have missed any question, I will answer this. And meanwhile, you guys have any questions, you can answer this. Okay, Mukesh, you have posted few things. Okay, Mukesh, all right, man. All right, I got your message. Sure. All right, Darshit, what do you mean by football tournament? In the football tournament, there can be questions with goals, without goals. Football, volleyball, cricket, anything can be asked here. In this question, you change it to volleyball, it will become a volleyball tournament. What do you mean by football tournament? So there are different things which can be created on the same sport. Sport is an indicative, right? There are varieties here. Round robin is a concept. Knockout is a concept. Goals for goals against goal difference is a concept. There are multiple concepts here, right? There are multiple concepts. The sport does not matter. Be it cricket, be it football. They are just the words. They are just the words. I can go to the same set. All right. I can go back to the same set, change the word football, and write it as a hockey, write it as a hockey. No, I will change this to cricket. I can change it to cricket. I have to just come back and make some changes. Instead of goal differences, I have to make it as a run rate. Then it will become a cricket altogether. Right? Yeah. So therefore, it's not about football or hockey or whatever. It's about the concept, underlying concept. What kind of concept we are discussing? Which sport is being used hardly matters. Right? Hardly matters. That's not the way to communicate. All right. Yeah. Hmm. Fair enough. All right. So we'll conclude here. So we will continue in this series. We'll come to the varieties. Come to the varieties. So if you have missed some portion of the lecture, go to the beginning of it and listen till that. And then if there are some comments, you can put the comments in the chat after the lecture. If live chat may be disabled, you can use the comments section there. After that, you can put the comments there. Comments, you can comment on that. So if I will make some time and sometime I will answer this, or you can come back and put that particular thing in the telegram group as well, right? Somebody will try to answer. Some people in the telegram group, they might be active and they will try and answer those particular questions there, or I will also try and answer if I feel that something is going wrong. So you can put it into this particular telegram, you can post those doubts, right? That brings to the end of this particular lecture. Great, thanks for being here. I will see you guys at 10 p.m. in the night. Bye till then. Stay blessed, stay blessed. God bless you. Okay, I will take leave of you. So I didn't see any other comments here. I think I answered most of your comments. All right, bye bye.